What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NoisiBoi here, and I'm back with some more of my Bloodborne Logarius Wheel walkthrough, and we're going to be hitting it today. Before we get started, guys, remember, if you're liking the series so far, remember to like my shit, subscribe to my shit, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, because I love to hear your feedback and your comments in the comments section below. Those are my stats right there. I'm actually at the Cathedral Ward right now. I just wanted to show you the effects that killing Rom has on the rest of the community. Also too, if you guys have a second, go check out my boy Sly Guy and Hitman. Check out their channel, a bunch of streamers, pretty good blokes too, so go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. And let's carry on. After we killed Rom and revealed the nightmare to everyone else, shit has started going haywire. Old Adriana is a bit crook.
There you are. Forgive me, I'm a bit out of sorts. So, no blood today, I'm afraid.
We're trying to keep her alive, guys. There's a good reason for it, and you'll find out later on. Come on. Come on. Trying to get that talk dialogue going.
There's something wrong with me.
Something very wrong. I'll leave you guys to contemplate what's going on there if you don't know. Also, the old lady's gone missing. Not quite sure where she went. And of all the people, nothing has affected this guy. He still is
your lies spin a web.
His positive
I see
self.
through your deceit. I did not learn from. I learned it all.
Pretty much the same dialogue as before. And if we go over to Adela, she is also one step off the deep end, as you can tell. But I wanted to come here and show this only because it's interesting. With Rom dead, it has released a fair few things, and if you have a look around, there's no monsters, and the sky's a different colour, and where is everyone? Apart from those big scary ass monsters that are on the fucking walls. Fucking 7 fingers and 20 dicks coming out of their head. And one big ball sack as a head. Weird, man. Real weird shit's going down, man. But anyway, we shall move on to the next area, which I'm gonna go tackle Canehurst Castle. It's probably one of the only places that haven't been affected by what's going on, only because it's in a different time zone, realm, whatever you want to say. But we'll make our way through Canehurst Castle and take out the boss of that area too. So let's rock and roll, y'all. What's good, y'all? We're gonna go and head through Canehurst Castle. I have been here previously to pick up some armor bits, so if you haven't checked that one out, I think it was my Henwick Charlin Lane. Look at that, man. See how the pale moon is still there. So we're gonna head off through this way. I unlocked this shortcut in the previous episode when I came here after fighting the witches of Henwick Lane. A pretty hefty or pretty good little shortcut. Leads us straight to where we need to be. Hence the reason why it's called a shortcut. I did unlock the second shortcut too, which takes you upstairs. But that's screaming though. We unlocked this shortcut here. There's actually a bookcase sitting here. And we're gonna just do a massive shortcut. Not worry about anyone else. And take on Martyr Logarius. I think I mentioned previously when we got the wheel so early that we can't actually get a Covenant room because we killed Alfred so early. You're not supposed to kill Alfred, you're actually supposed to invite him with the unopened summons to Canehurst Castle to fight Queen Annalise of the Vile Bloods, but we actually killed him and stopped the story arc in spot, so we actually lose something as well. We actually lose an item that we were going to get called the Lump of Flesh, I think it was, and it's actually something we're supposed to use later on to give to Ebriatus, which is probably near the end of the game, so we're going to miss out on that dialogue and little I guess you could say story arc as well. for the Queen of the Vile Bloods Annalise. But we did get the Logarius Wheel a lot earlier than expected. So I guess we're winning. And when we get to Annalise after we've fought Logarius, I'll tell you exactly what's supposed to happen. Just so you guys know. Screaming son, get the hell out of here. As you can see, the wheel's doing its job. And this is where we get the knight's wig. I used this on my walkthrough. I used that wig on my my previous walkthrough. It's like a not 100% walkthrough, but it's I got pretty much all the main stuff. Did all the story arcs and all that kind of shit. So if you want to go check that out, go check it out. I did a blood tinge and skill build. Very, very powerful build. And it also had a Virgil theme from Devil May Cry 2, so if you wanted to check that out, be aware though, it is a lower quality and it's one of my first walkthroughs that I did on my channel, so forgive me if you didn't like it, but it does have a lot of information, a lot of like proper progress and how you're supposed to do it through the game. So hopefully that does help too. Head on up this ladder and the boss is actually quite close, as you can see with the shortcuts unlocked. We can get there quite quickly. Again, I'm going to solo this boss. I should be able to kill him. I shouldn't have too much of a difficulty, but he is quite hard. Me being probably pretty unlucky. We'll see how we go. I'll try and record all the times. I'm pretty confident I am strong enough to beat him. Well, hopefully anyway. Got ourselves a silhouette. There's someone waiting. Looks like that guy's just waiting too. And he is actually all the way down there. Got my Bolt Hunter's mark, my Beast Blood pallets. Make sure everything's good. If I do have like a lot of difficulty doing this, I will probably try and ring the bell and call someone in, but you know what, I'm pretty confident I'll do well, so let's go on and have a look. And introducing Martyr Logarius. A lot of lore behind this guy. Obviously a sworn enemy of the Vile Bloods, but why would he be here? Why is the question. Let me shut up and let's watch. Don't know if you guys noticed that walk right at the end. He looks like he's struggling, but really. Now, this guy can wombo combo you pretty damn easy with all of his arcane abilities, but he like has a slow moving arcane ability, but if you can get him just like that, like look at that, almost half health with that one fucking move. He's not that hard, but at the same time, if you watch out, a few combos will probably knock you down straight away. But because some of his abilities are in such different pacing and shit like that, it's really, like, look at that. It's really hard to gauge the speeds when they're all going in different directions. I actually do suggest trying to get in close to him if you can. You have to pump a lot of that shit, so I suggest going in and then getting out. As you can see, he does do pack a hit. Damn, I was kind of hoping I'd get through that little bit there. The corner is not exactly where you want to be. I'm just not getting that range. I'm like just like a foot too short. I need to come out of that corner. And as you can see, it's like, oh, just hitting me up with all that arcane. So to get that, oh man, I need to get him out of that fucking corner. Because he's like protected on the right side and he's got a wall on the left side, so I can't fucking get in there. And then when I get too far away, he hits me with these fucking things. They're easily dodged, but I just need to come out of that corner. As you can see, I'm down to 9 vials already. Oh, and I'm out of bullets too, shit. Oh, fuck. Wrong side, ooh. Oh, come on, man. Jeez, he just does not want to come out of that corner. You also got to watch for that explosion whenever it stops. There's actually quite a large AoE explosion. Oh, he is just playing cheap ass fucking tactics, man. Oh, and he's in the corner too, damn it. Oh, he just fell off the ledge. This is pretty much what I wanted him to do. Get out of that fucking corner. As you can see, he dropped a blade in the ground, which is you need to destroy that straight away. Should probably try and parry him, shouldn't I? Oh shit. This is looking good, y'all. Gotcha. I think this is gonna be a battle of attrition, guys. Oh man, same time hits. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh. He doesn't even usually step forward like that. Oh, gotcha, bastard. Damn, I wish I had the rune that replaces your health when you get a visceral on them. That would have come in handy. As you can see, his second phase for me is a lot easier than his first phase. His first phase he tries to stay, you know, at bay, but it's his second phase, it's a lot easier. Oh. But trying to get that timing down is just the hard part, because some of his abilities is like a quick slash, and some of them are like a slow one. So trying to get that timing right, while panicking, man. So that whiffed. Oh bullshit! I'm dead. Oh no way! I'm dead now. Need to get behind cover. Oh what? Should be safe back here, I think. Oh no, look at this. Like I said, a battle of attrition, man. Oh no. That was so damn close, guys. Like, it was a really bit unlucky, so I'm just gonna have to stay in close to this son of a bitch. Damn it, I had a feeling bringing an extra bullets will do the trick, but I just need to get in close. I need him. I need to stay close. I need to get his health down, stay close. Oh, he's standing there, but leaving himself open. Oh fuck. They still packs a punch even at this phase. Oh fuck. That's bullshit, man, like really. Oh, I gotta stop jumping. Oh, what was that? that speed though. Let's get out of there. Oof. Try and bait this thing around and just try to run up in there. Saw that coming. You gotta wait for that backslash that he does. Especially when it's like oh, try and get him for a backstab. Not today. Damn, I kind of... oh shit. Probably didn't come in close enough. Oh fuck. Gotta get that lock on too. Son of a bitch, take that. Oh, see that it just whiffed. Almost like it purposely missed. Feeling good. Feeling good about this one. Got you, bastard. That's pretty much the key to this fight, is just parrying and making sure he doesn't get his big blades out. Boom! Take that, bastard! Oh fuck. So if you have a look at the timing on that one, he didn't even give me a chance to get the blades out. Oh damn, no. Yes, that's right. That's pretty much what you have to do. Make sure he doesn't get the blade out. And again, the parries, y'all. What? Got him, what, he just stood there. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, first phase, try to get him close. Try to maybe sidestep around those magic abilities that he has. And like I just showed you just then, I find the second phase a lot easier than the first phase. You try to get him close in the first phase, and he tries to keep your distance with, you know, all of his magics, and he tries to backstep with a slashing backstep as well, so be careful of that. But you can parry him in his first phase as well, but it's just the second phase where it's like, that's it, you know. Alright, let's head on over to the lantern, and let's unlock a little bit of a secret, which can be easily missed. So this is the Crown of Illusions. We'll just hit this lamp up first. Walk straight past it twice. Have a quick look-see here. Put that on. And this is the secret that he has been trying to hide for a very long time. Jeez, my guy looks dope. Look at him. Even with the crown. And there we have it. The real Castle Cainhurst. As you may be able to put one and one together before, Martyr Logarius actually went in to defeat and beat Queen Annalise, but realized she could not be killed, that she was immortal. So he set himself up to protect the entrance to the actual castle itself and her throne. This is pretty much her throne, the very peak and top, so that anyone who would come near would not go in, and they would stay away, just so that the vile bloods would never spread. So he's pretty much defeated them to the fact where he sacrificed his own self to make sure that the curse of the vile bloods do not spread to anyone else until I've come along, which was pretty much his goal this whole time. Everyone thought that maybe Logarius had just been defeated by Queen Annalise, because she is no pushover, man. She is no pushover. But let's head up these stairs. Let's chat to Annalise. This has probably been the first person in, I don't know, maybe hundreds of thousands of years that have spoken to her. Because there are no vile bloods left. The last of them have been destroyed.
I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
Now she says us. We've only seen one on the throne. Pretty much what Logarius and his followers did was destroy their followers, kept the secret to the throne a secret, and kept no one from coming in. That's the unopened summons you're supposed to give to Alfred. And actually imprisoned her with a mask on her head, almost like a chastity belt just for her head, so she cannot spread her vileness anywhere. I find that quite cool,
Visitor,
which is why we're going to join.
moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Canehurst. Ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
Jolly cooperation.
Well, well. An odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood.
Swear a vile blood oath, man.
Very well. Drink deep of our blood.
Let's hit it.
Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth.
And there you go, you get the rune corruption and the Canehurst badge and the gesture of respect.
We await thy return for the honor of Canehurst.
You see, she has a deep connection to obviously Adriana, because who else gives us their blood? They hate the Church because of their misuse of the blood. They have been around for a very, very long time. I can only suspect how long they've been around for. Badge of the Royal Guards of Canehurst, loyal guardians of the Vile Blood, Queen Annalise. The Vile Bloods are hunters of blood and hunt prey as they search for blood dregs. The hunter who joins them is faced with the decision to merely borrow their strength or to become one with them, heart and soul. And that pretty much means that we're like a guardian. And we can also get the Canehurst armour and weaponry too. But we also got these unopened summons, so like the first of its kind, it's an invitation to Canehurst, but to whom it's not known, as it lacks an address. Now if you still have Alfred alive, if you decided to take your own weapon in, you can actually give those unopened summons to Alfred. And that pretty much triggers the last of his story arc, and he comes here because he is a Logarius follower and pretty much pummels her into paste. Yummy. And you get a item from her called, I think it's flesh something. But as you can see, nice pale skin, mask of imprisonment on her head, and she has a real connection or bloodline to Queen Yharnam as well. If you saw Rom and that white lady, I'll leave that up to you. But anyway guys, as you can see, we've got ourselves another gesture which is pretty awesome, and I might just leave the video right there for you to think about. So anyway guys, if you are liking this series so far, remember to smash my like button, support my channel if you're new, feel free to subscribe because I'd love to hear feedback and your comments in the comment section below. I am your host, NoisiBoi. Thanks for coming on by, and as always guys, stay noisy.